it's very hard in football to name any guy at the top of his position because leagues and teams are so different. Most teams play different systems. Some guys never reach their full potential under certain systems, and some guys look greater than they actually are because of who's around them in certain systems. And there's Virgil Van Dijk deserves that title at his position, just like his squad, Liverpool, deserved that title in the Premier League. Now, Liverpool has done much more with way less than Manchester City, the team they're fighting for the title. As many, I would expect Man City to run away with this title from the time that Liverpool were going through a rough patch. From the first to last player on that team, Man City is the best team in Europe. Man City is the most talented team in all of football. Okay, there's no debating that. I mean, you can play most of the guys on the B team and they'll still get 90-something points. All credit to Pep Guardiola for what he's done with that squad. He's a real genius. Forget about Jose Mourinho. I mean, just look at Liverpool's midfield, though. And they were, all that time they were lacking intensity and the lack of depth they've had this season. You put all that stuff together, Jurgen Klopp deserves much more credit than what he gets. That Mo Salah went to an 8-game drought where he didn't score a single goal, and they still managed to pick up points in that whole rough patch they had. And the fact that Virgil Van Dijk is playing next to Dejan Lovren and Joel Matip, you gotta give him something. They deserve this title, and Virgil Van Dijk deserves PFA Player of the Year. He deserves that title, no doubt about it. Van Dijk has stayed consistent from game one to the last game they've played. The guy can do it all, but there's specific things that make him special, obviously, over his contemporaries. Guys like Gerard Piqué of Barcelona, guys like Sergio Ramos of Real Madrid. Now, above all, he's the most disciplined center back I've ever watched this season, maybe in a while. Now, discipline is the most important attribute to have as a defender. Strong or not, tall or not, fast or not, if you have discipline, you will succeed in football. Unlike Sergio Ramos, Van Dijk is not impulsive whatsoever. He knows when to go into an aggressive tackle and when to stay back, be patient with the play, and regain possession at the right time. When it comes to knowing what to do on the ball, step up and play short passes, he can do that. Send long balls like Leo Bonucci in his prime, he can do that. Van Dijk also does something we don't always see his contemporaries do. He's great at reading the play consistently. Reading the opponent's passes from the wing inside, reading his opponent's passes up the middle. He's great at doing both of those things. He has the discipline to know when to intercept the ball and start a counterattack, for example. All right, Virgil van Dijk was one of the last two center backs to get dribbled past. To get dribbled past. You know how you have to be an actual stud nailed into the pitch for someone not to dribble past you. You know why no one dribbles past him? Because he does all those things correctly. He wins aerial duels. He intercepts the play. He's able to discipline himself in how to go into tackles. I don't see that type of consistency from other defenders around the world. There's no way someone can tell me that.